Welcome to EURUSD review for today, Wednesday, March 26th. I just woke up from a little power nap, so bear with me as I get everything together here. I'm going to start on a 4-hour chart. Just want to point out this bull flag that we have been consolidating within for the past 2 weeks, maybe three, and how we broke down from it finally today around 1 o'clock. As you can see, one support touch was here, a near second touch here, a third here, a fourth bounce off of it this morning before finally breaking down. I wrote strong zone right here last night when I usually develop my levels around 5 o'clock. The reason being is clearly there was a fight between bulls and bears around here until we eventually took off for a while on Thursday, March 6th at 9 p.m. I really figured that this would be a very choppy zone, so really want to just stick to pre-planned entries and be patient. Once you see a proper signal, don't chase and don't enter too early either. Don't want to get stopped out and give up some emotional and mental capital. Right now, there is a little low that you can't see on a lower time frame in this area, and that's what this red line represents. We just passed it. So we might be setting up a little failed breakdown there, but we'll get to that shortly. I want to go to a 45-minute chart and just talk about the trades that I took today and the opportunities that were presented as well. So as usual, I set my charts around 4 to 6 o'clock when I send out my levels. So around this time, we were just consolidating above this strong zone. I was looking for a dip in recovery as a potential move, and we did not get that overnight. We tried to. There was a chance here, and I usually always repeat in my videos, I hate trading around 9-10 o'clock as it's the quietest time of the day. If I do trade it, I want to see some momentum volatility, and although there was a chance, I actually was trying to go to bed at 9 and I saw this happening, so I stayed awake a little bit, but decided not to enter and just was hoping I'd get a setup in the morning. So moving forward, I'm going to go to a 15-minute chart now. I usually wake up around 5 o'clock, give or take an hour, try to get up early as possible. I did wake up around 3 o'clock to see what was going on. I saw that we were consolidating below this level and there was not an active fail breakdown, but there was this little double dip. So if we could push above and dip and recover this area, there was a potential for a long. We pushed through around 4 o'clock and then started pushing back up at 4:15. Didn't take the trade. Obviously, I wasn't awake. Was a low quality trade, very choppy in this area. So I was looking overall for the failed breakdown at this level right here. Previously, before I edited during the day, I had FPD written down on my level, so I was looking for a dip here and the recovery of this low. We ended up having two other lows to work with as well, but since this one was below and a bigger low, I was fairly confident if we recovered it, we'd be okay. So the low was 777. The low was a bounce from 777 to 830 about, so almost like 50 points, give or take. So that's a pretty high quality bounce to work with. So I figured at least 2-3 points above would be good. Since I had these other two lows, I also felt fairly confident if that we pushed through that we'd have a good setup. So essentially, we also broke through that that bull flag, trapping bears. People that were trying to go short below it that probably had a similar flag that they drew up on their page, their chart. The trigger over 777 would be like 7. Let's say about 780, give or take. So we almost got there at 9:30 after selling down again at 9:45, and then we started pushing up at 10. Consider this consolidation below. As soon as we pushed through, I was okay entering. I entered around 80, I think 781.3 or so. Little by little, we made our way up right away. I took most of my trade off around 788 for 7 points. We went up a little more, took off a little bit more around this minor level where I usually take profits. Minor levels are usually for taking profit as well as confluence. For example, like it respecting the level here a little bit and coming back up gave me some confidence that price was listening. It opening right here in between the zone and pushing off gave me confidence as well. And yeah, that was an awesome failed breakdown. I would say A plus quality, very good trade. I had a little runner that got stopped out on a 1 minute candle at 11:45. I had my runner about 2 points above the low here to protect my spread commission, and it got taken out. Went right back up, back tested this strong zone one more time before selling. Now people are always wondering how to short, how to short. So if you look at this level, the strong zone level, we have used it and abused it the past few days. One could count this as a bounce off the level, even though it was what 7 points above it, because the level was kind of a zone area, this whole zone area. But that was one bounce. Second bounce right here, third bounce right here, a fourth bounce, a fifth. I'll say a sixth bounce right here, a seventh if you want to count it, eighth, ninth right here. So 9 bounces, and then one more failed breakdown below it to back test it. This trap shorts, a second trap of the shorts, until finally the third attempt to short worked out. So if you're busy trying to short this level around here, you would have missed out on potentially what, at least 3 or 4 good trades, 7 or 8 in general trades if you wanted to directly long the level. Meanwhile, shorts were finally right after all those attempts. So that's why I always say try to focus on failed breakdowns over shorts. You're gonna get one short, not even a good quality short here, when you could have gotten at least 3 or 4 good trades over here. Keep in mind, realistically, the place is short would have been, I would say, when we lost this level around here, which we never did. And I would have preferred the failed breakdown. But after seeing this, one could have tried to short under this final bounce, but we never got below it. Or I think we'd, let's see, 785, 7782, 7, sorry, we just got below it. This was yesterday night and this morning overnight, just by 1 point. That probably trap shorts too, trying to short right below. This trap shorts again. It didn't move 10 points below, but after 10 points, right back up. Another short attempt that people try to go short and got bounced out. So my point is, stick to failed breakdowns, stick to dip and reclaims. They're much more prevalent in my opinion. Shorts happen, sure, they're quick, but they usually bounce right back. So I did take that failed breakdown right here today around 9-10 o'clock. That was a good trade, great quality trade. And then from there, I'm gonna go to 15-minute again. I did not take this trade, but I was testing my strategy in terms of how to approach when a level gets sold down to a good amount, meaning we sold from 788 down to 754, so over 30 points directly with very little, if any, bounce, and to test how to go long when a level is not tagged directly and how to trust it. So just for educational purposes, real quick, I want to go to a 5-minute chart. I want to show you how this is controlled selling, came down, bounced a little bit, and then sat here for a few minutes, 5 minutes at 130, another 5 minutes at 135, and we started pushing up at 140. So I went long paper trading around 758, and this trade worked out great. As soon as I got up there, I sold most of my position on a paper trade, held on to it until it got tapped out officially. So just testing that. Usually if it was a direct test, you want to see the level tag direct, and the context matters. If it just sold from here to here and it tags direct, much riskier. The fact that it sold from this area all the way down, so 30 plus points, a little less risk to go long direct after a nice tag and the level holds for at least 2-3 minutes, if not more, 5 minutes, or even ideally 15 minutes. It sits there and then opens or closes at that exact level. For example, something like this where it opened at that level and started pushing up, you could go long. Obviously you have to wait for a little drawdown, or just the price went up and back down after you entered around here, and then the next candle it finally went up. So just trust the process there. Right now, what I'm looking for, I haven't done the levels yet, but this level just tagged directly, so I'm watching that. There's a really strong level below that we went through earlier this month that was never back tested, so this will be a pretty good level to back test shortly today, probably after 6 or maybe tomorrow morning. Let's see when we get that opportunity. Might be sooner than later. And then this red line right here represents a low from a while ago, and look at this perfect tag. Just want to double check right off this level, and now we're bouncing 5 points. Let's see how long we've been there. So we organized sale, and then the push, and then that orange line is a failed breakdown of that previous low. So I'm going to actually enter a trade here. I like the risk reward, even though there's another major level right below it, and we're going to go for that. So just enter it on my phone. Going back to a 5-minute. I'm going to set the levels up, but right now that direct tag was nice. If this can go above this trigger and hold it, that'll be a nice failed breakdown. I'm going to show you what that date showed me and what low I'm looking at. This is the low I'm looking at, as you can see. This is the low, that's where I had the red line, and the orange is a couple points above it. And yeah, if we can do that, that'd be great. Otherwise, this should be a big test. As you can see, price back tested the zone, sold off, flagged, and then sold off almost 50 points, and then pushed right through. So let's see if we can get a nice little push here. I'm gonna get some more levels out and try to send an update on tonight into tomorrow. Have a great day.